Scottie is an overwhelming favorite to win at Oakmont, plus 275. Next on the list is Rory at plus 850. Then it's Bryson DeChambeau, Jon Rahm, and a even longer shot with Xander Schauffele. It feels like it's Scottie Scheffler's to lose. Is Scottie worthy now? Is he Tiger worthy to beat Scottie versus the field? I think he only has 2 majors. It feels like he's got 5. But he's got 2 majors and always in contention. The other tournaments that he's winning. But it feels like he's at least in the area code of Tiger Woods when it comes to how great he is. And I always look at your competitors. Now, the LIV guys can still play in these majors. You know, Jon Rahm is able to play in this. Bryson DeChambeau can play. You know, being a former champ, you're allowed in at the Masters. And so you're still competing against great players. The thing is those players playing on the LIV Tour who were in Virginia where Joaquin Niemann wins over the weekend, nobody cares. And it's not really a true test of what you saw at the RBC, where, you know, their sudden death, you know, go to extra holes there. That pressure. And, Paulie just said 3 majors there for Scottie. Okay. But, you know, these guys on the LIV Tour, you're not in that pressure cooker environment. You're not in that, I got to make the cut. You know, everybody gets paid. Everybody's having a nice time. Yeah, you want to win. But, you know, I don't know if people are losing their jobs because their team didn't, or you didn't win the team event at the LIV Tour. But getting in that mode of when you're playing on the PGA Tour, it's just different. Feels different. It's treated differently. It's not a casual thing. It's serious. And I think trying to get ready to gear up to play in a major, that's the hard part. You know, Jon Rahm was maybe the best player in the world, and then he went to LIV. And he's not the best player, but he's still a great player. And, you know, even when you look at Tiger, how many times did he face off, go toe-to-toe with a great player to win the major? Not often. I mean, Rocco Mediate is a wonderful, wonderful guy and a fun guy to be around. Who was it? May? That was at Valhalla, I think. Who was a great amateur player. I think his last name is May. You know, you don't run down the list of who did he go against. And that's not, you know, not Tiger's fault that Ernie Els wasn't there or Phil wasn't there on a consistent basis. You know, you look at Nicklaus, it felt like, okay, you got Trevino and Gary Player and you got Tom Watson. You know, you can run down the list of guys who are Hall of Famers who were usually there with Jack. So that's what I want to see. I want to see guys going toe-to-toe with Scottie Scheffler. And, you know, hopefully that's Rory or Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, that's what you want. That's where it's memorable, where you have the showdown between those two. What was May's? Do we know what his first name was? It's not
Bob May.
Bob May. I was going to say Brad May. Like Matt Gogol, wasn't he a guy who competed against Tiger at Pebble in the U.S. Open? Matt Gogol might have finished second at 15 shots back, but I mean, Tiger kind of blew people out of the water there. Yeah, Paulie.
I went back and looked at the odds while you're talking about Tiger or Scottie Scheffler being more of a favorite. 20 years ago, Tiger Woods was 5-1 to win the U.S. Open. The guys that were close to him were Phil Mickelson, Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, and then it dropped off dramatically. However, Scottie Scheffler is more of a favorite to win this U.S. Open than Tiger Woods was to win the U.S. Open in 2005 for a comp.
Here's something I didn't realize. I actually lost a bet. Guy goes, hey, you know when Tiger won the Masters 1997? I go, yeah, I was there. He goes, do you know that Jack Nicklaus finished higher than Tiger the next major, or the next Masters? I go, wait, hold on here. He said, check it. That Jack, I think, finished 6th at the Masters in 1998. Does that sound right? Because I would have thought Jack didn't finish higher. Yes, Paulie?
That is correct. Jack Nicklaus was 5 under, tied for 6th with David Toms, and Tiger was tied for 8th at 3 under.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
I mean, Jack in 86, when he was, 46, and when he won. Yeah, Paulie.
Mark O'Meara won that Masters. And Freddie Couples was in there, Paul Azinger, some classics.
Yeah. But Jack Nicklaus finishing higher than Tiger at Augusta. All righty. So we have Oakmont, beautiful, challenging golf course. And I made the mistake of if you have the ball above the hole, it can roll off the green if you putt it. But it's spectacular. They took down a lot of trees there a long time ago, but beautiful clubhouse. The 18th is awesome. And, hopefully weather-wise, it'll be fun there with the U.S. Open.